Hey everyone, Dan from FB Geeks here, and today I'll be reviewing the Pilot Stargazer fountain pen. This is the first opportunity I've had to use this pen, and after the past 2 weeks with it, I'm really impressed. The Stargazer comes in 4 colors, blue, white, red, and black, that all feature a very subtle sparkle and has Pilot's number 3 14-karat gold nib that's just an absolute joy to use. The Stargazer is an excellent compact fountain pen. Now let me show you why. The Stargazer comes in Pilot's standard packaging, which consists of a black paper sleeve with black printing that provides a subtle contrast. A clamshell style box slides out from the sleeve and features a leather-like texture and a clear window that shows off the pen. The tray the pen sits in pulls out to review the same old boring stuff that we've seen a dozen times before, so we'll just skip that for now. The Stargazer features a slim, sleek profile with flat cap and barrel ends that emphasize its compact size. The trim is rhodium plated while the brass cap and barrel are coated in lacquer. I was unable to capture its subtle sparkle here, but you may see it in a few of the close-ups later on. I really enjoy this pen's design. It's understated and classy, part of which is due to the elegant yet functional clip design. Pilot Japan is the only branding found on the pen besides the nib and stays well hidden on the back side of the cap band. The cap is securely held on using a snap mechanism that allows quick removal and a very satisfying snap when capping the pen. Based on the feel of the mechanism when capping and uncapping the pen, I have no reservations about its durability. The benefit of this closure design is the smooth, minimal transition from section to barrel. There's nothing to get in the way of your grip no matter where your fingers may land. And that'll give you more control and feel over the number 3 sized rhodium plated 14-karat gold nib. If there's a downside to this nib, it's that it's only available in fine or medium widths. To give you a better feel for its size, I want to compare it to a few other very popular pens. From left to right, we have the Pilot Metropolitan, the Pilot Falcon, the TWSBI Classic, the Pelican M200, the Pilot Stargazer, the Pilot Prera, the TWSBI Mini, and the Kaweco Allsport. The Stargazer is definitely a compact pen, and looking at it uncapped, you can see that it's not much larger than the Kaweco. When posted, it does gain some of its length back, but notice how much smaller it is still than even the Pelican M200. In the hand, I found this pen to be almost unusable when not posted. If a note required more than 2 words, I would happily take the time to post the pen. It's just so much more comfortable. Plus, posting the cap is almost as satisfying as capping and uncapping the pen. It's solid, secure, and I never worried about it moving while writing. What I did worry about was ink capacity. The Stargazer uses Pilot's proprietary cartridge converter system, which really shouldn't be of any surprise here if you're at all familiar with Pilot's pens. The barrel isn't large enough to accept the large Con 70 converter, so you can either use the Con 20 squeeze converter or the Con 50 twist converter with the agitator inside as seen here, or you can use a cartridge. If you want maximum ink capacity, the cartridge is the only way to go at nearly 1 milliliter. With the 2 converters, I only get about 0.5 or maybe 0.6 milliliters on a good fill, so take that into consideration with your usage. However, once that nib hit paper, I completely forgot about any capacity issues. That is, until I run out of ink. But that's then. This is now. And right now, I feel this buttery smooth nib just gliding across the page. The medium nib is definitely a Japanese medium in that it's much closer in width to the fine nibs found in its German and Italian competitors. But this nib is so good. I mean, it's nearly perfect out of the box. Just look at this. Trying my best to only support the pen and let it write under its own weight, the nib leaves clear, legible lines on the page. You just don't get that with many pens. But if you do have a heavy hand or you like to spread the tines a bit, the 14-karat gold nib will be soft and glorious. I would barely call this nib a semi-flex and wouldn't actually recommend flexing it on a continual basis, but you could easily use it to add a little flair now and then. As I'm discovering through the recent use of a variety of Pilot pens I've never used before, the writing experience is consistently better than similarly priced pens and even pens costing much more. I absolutely love the way this pen puts ink on paper, and if you want to know what that feels like, don't forget to enter to win this exact pen during the month of June at fbgeeks.com. So that's the Pilot Stargazer. It's a phenomenal pen, and it definitely tops the list of compact fountain pens for me. The build quality, the styling, and the nib performance are just unmatched. If you want the best, this is it, and you're gonna pay for it. The Stargazer lists at $190 in the US, which means the street price is about $152. I don't see this price tag as being unreasonable, and normally I'd recommend you buy this pen if its small stature suits you, but I just can't. The reason for that is because you can find this same pen under the name Stella 90S on eBay for $85. Brand new, same pen, same colors, different branding, half the price. It's an absolute must buy at $85. Even if you're considering it like the Pilot Prairie or the Twisby Mini at $50, $60, skip it and get the Stella 90S. I really do think it's that much better. But that's just my thoughts on the matter. I'm interested in hearing yours and how you think the Stargazer compares to other compact pens. So leave a comment, hit the like button, and I'll see you next time.
Indulge in the madness.